Howdy again. I'm going to do a second installment of just frying pan cooking. Basically, as I cook various things, I'm just going to record them here and there and then do a little write-up and post about it. So what I'm working on today is salmon with a little side of sole. No pun intended there. Sorry about this, it displays upside down. But those are my basic ingredients, and I'm going to chop them up and prepare them, and then go through the steps with you. Alright, my first step was to go through and cut up the chives, lemon, and big onion. And what I did is I just halved the lemon, and I've got a full half here, which I'm going to actually save until post-cook to put on the fish and squeeze out. As far as the sliced lemon, that's going to go in with the fish and water, as well as the onions. Alright, I put everything in the frying pan, so it's all looking good, and then I put a little bit of garlic powder on it, just the usual, and then some Italian seasoning I had. You know, I put whatever you want on it, really just kind of play it by ear. The other thing is I'm just going to put a squirt of wine in it, and this is just some open white wine that I had, so I'm going to just pour a little shot of that in there, and then add water. Then I'm going to rinse off the fish just in some tap water to make sure there's nothing on the outside of it. Excuse me. And then I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to hold off on putting the thin sole fillet in, but probably start out once it gets up to temperature, and just put the salmon in. Alright, for the next step, or the next course I guess, I'm just doing the usual sweet potato. So just get it, and then I'll just poke it once or twice here, and then take it and just put it up in the microwave. And once in there, I got one just perfect size for just me. And then I always start out with like 9-10 minutes, and then just rotate it as I go through it, here and there. But really, I just keep doing it and turning it until it gets smooth and soft. Put some water in and the wine and everything, and I'm heating it up a little bit. Gonna taste it, make sure that there's some salt in the water before I put the meat in, just to make sure it's salty enough to really bring out the flavor in the fish. And then I'll take some more shots here in a sec. Alright, I've taken it up to a light boil, and then what I did is I actually spooned some of the onions and whatnot up onto the top of it. Now I should probably have a lid on it and just kind of steam it, but as you can see, the pink is coming up on the kind of the redder part here fairly quickly, and it really is cooking quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my second fillet here and just put it in next to the other one, and just get it in there nicely, and then just do the same process again and cover it up a little bit. And it's cooking at a temperature where it's all going to cook very quickly here. And meanwhile, I'm keeping my sweet potato going, and I just turned it, and it's still pretty firm. So rotate it and run it for another 8 minutes or whatever I need to be. Alright, so the meal is all cooked. The yam, I just sliced it in half and then put some butter and some honey on it, and could add some brown sugar if you really want to sweeten it up, and then it basically becomes a dessert. The sole basically just fell apart after cooking it, and I just spooned it out, and the salmon turned out beautifully. And what I did is I just spooned out some of the onions and lemon and things along those lines, and some of the liquid as well. Once I put it on the plate to make sure I kept it really moist, and it keeps a lot of flavor and adds it. And there's a lot of flavor in the onions as well. And well, that's it. I'm ready to dig in. All right, the meal turned out well. I did manage enough salt on it. Forgot to pepper it beforehand, which took out some of the flavor, or the pepper flavor, but gave it a very distinct flavor in that it really let the onions and whatnot come through. And the wine worked very well, even though it's just a random wine. So all in all, another successful meal. All said and done, it cost me about $8. The most expensive part was the salmon, which was about 0.7 pounds worth, and that was about $4 on sale. The slice of sole cost about $1.30, sweet potato about $1, and the rest was just ingredients, lemon, things like that, which weren't purely necessary. So, hope it was useful, and I would love to hear your feedback, and if there's something you want me to try cooking, leave a comment, and I can look at tackling it.